name is Sophie and welcome to my channel. I'm talking about anime and related stuff. Today I'm going to speak about Hyakka, Ryouran, Samurai Girls, an anime that has 2 seasons, with the first season airing at September 5, 2010 and ending at December 20, the same year. The second season aired at April 5 and ended at June 21, 2013. Yes, it had 3 years gap, honestly, but I think it was worth it. This anime has to do about harem, ecchi, fantasy, samurai, school, supernatural, I would say, but let's talk in the harem point of view. So, the story revolves around a boy, Muneakira Yagyuu, who is a samurai citizen in Japan. So we are in this weird situation and war that the only salvation Japan has, it's their samurais, and particularly the females, because it seems that the females did most of the job. The males just awaken them of some sorts. Yes, the samurais are the keys in Japan right now, and the only salvation for Japan to continue being free. At that point, we see Muneakira actually going to a school who is actually ruled by the Tokugawa Shogunate, which are actually Muneakira's childhood friends. Yes, these two are Muneakira's childhood friends, and Muneakira, as being, a samurai, he went to the Samurai Academy in order for him to get stronger and actually defend Japan. While he was there, we actually meet a lot of different female characters, which is this loli that caught my attention, not because she's loli, but because of her beautiful bodyguard right here. Matabe Gato, she's so fine. I really don't care so much about the loli, I just care about her because everything about her is so fine. She's fine, look at her body, she's also strong. I'm like, yes, that's what we need in women. While we meet all the other female characters, because there are many and just some of them really did not got my attention, we also see a girl falling from the sky. Honestly, I have seen other anime that a girl fall from the sky, but not in such a way, honestly. This girl that fall from the sky fall right into the mouth of Muneakira, and she awakened her samurai power as she became stronger. But this girl remembers nothing of her past or who she was, so they called her Juubei Yagyuu. Taking Muneakira's last name, which was Yagyuu, she became Juubei Yagyuu. And honestly, I say that she's not your typical fall from the sky girl, because the last chick that I remember that fall from the sky was this one, and she mistreated our MC like it was an everyday thing. But Juubei, in this case, she showed her affection extremely much, I would even say, in the level that the other female characters were like, stop, let's talk about what a female can do and what she can do. Meaning that she cannot go inside the bathroom with Muneakira, because that's not what you do. But aside from that, Muneakira is now in a situation where he has to find what the master samurai is, and why Juubei was able to awaken her samurai powers when he kissed her. And by this point, it reminded me a lot of another anime that I have seen. For one reason, I'm really fond of this anime that with the kissing they evolve and they get stronger or something like that. I do not know why, don't ask me, maybe I'm weird, probably I am weird, but we see Muneakira trying his best to be the master samurai. We also see at the meantime of the whole episode, the first season at least, that Muneakira has gotten into a contract, and when I say contract, he kissed other females as well, and we saw them, dating the samurai forms, which honestly I was very excited to see each and every single girl's evolution to the samurai powers that they have. It was really interesting to see it. I was anticipating every new female to be kissed by Muneakira in order to see how her form would actually evolve too. The one that I was not really satisfied with was this girl's involvement into samurai. I did not like it. I mean, for one reason, don't make lollies short and with a temper. I get it that they are short and the blood gets quickly to the brain and they get angry very quickly, but still, don't do it. She's a lolly, but she's 17, so if you are under 18, I think she's legal for the 17 years old. For me, she isn't. I wouldn't. I would actually prefer the bodyguard, but she's also illegal, but whatever. Back in the day when I was watching it, she was legal. I think I watched when I was 14, yeah. She was legal. That mommy was legal. I cannot, she's so beautiful. Aside from the excessive fan service this had, the storyline was quite interesting, honestly. And I think the second season really was not needed because there something about marriage occurred and I'm not really fond of marriage. I love the first season, not so interested with the second one though. The first season was fire for me. I don't know why I have such weird taste in anime, but it was nice, the first season. I also need to say that I watched High School DxD way later than this, meaning that this was my first real hentai, not hentai, harem and ecchi anime because it shows some things that you're like regular anime wouldn't, and I watched it in the uncensored version because I'm like, if I'm going to watch something, I'm going to watch it everything. I'm going to watch everything in the uncensored version. I was one of the hard, it seems. Yes, I was in the uncensored version, and I have to say that if you're a fan of High School DxD, you have to watch this too, because this had more revealing clothes, more nude scenes, and way too much fan service on High School DxD. I think many people preferred High School DxD because not only it had fan service, but it also had, some storyline, some actual storyline and history plot too. But this one has as well that plot where you actually see the girls evolving to samurais. That was my favorite part of this show. One of the things that I did not like, and also mentioned at the beginning, it was that I could not pinpoint the exact time period this anime has to about. And when I say exact time period, I want my anime to have a clear, history point. If it's going to take in the past, please let it in the past with no cell phones in the past, please. And if it's going to be in the future, yes, I can understand the kimonos, but not everything except cell phones and TV are, in the Edo time period. I do not know so much about the Japanese history. In this case, I was like, are we talking about the past, the future, the current time period? I was not able to pinpoint that. It was one of the things that I was like confused, but okay. If I'm going to speak about other things that I did not like, it was the siblings. I was not a very big fan of the siblings because I was not able to understand if the female is even our friend or enemy. I have a hard time understanding it. Okay, I understand that she is crazy in love with our MC, but still I cannot understand characters that do not have a clear way of doing things. Taking everything into consideration, I think about the first season a 7 and the second season a 6 because I was not a big fan of the second season. Yes, I would not recommend to my friends. Like I have said, this thing has way too many nude scenes, too many edgy scenes, and my friends are not even that into the anime community. But I recommend it to people that love High School DxD because this one, if you love High School DxD, you are going to love this one too. I was thinking about it and I'm like, how was I able to watch this before High School and DxD? And then when I watched High School DxD, I felt that it was like, okay, your typical harem and ecchi anime. That's what I felt for High School DxD after watching, of course, Samurai Girls. Definitely recommend it if you are in love with High School DxD and you are a fan of the genre. This is definitely one of my top recommendations. if I will remember it at that point. I think I will be able to remember it, but definitely recommend it for high school DxD fans. Not for my friends, but for the genre fans, definitely is a recommendation. And this was the end of today's video to Samurai Girls. It was a little small, I mean, I did not have anything more to say about it. This is definitely a recommendation for the high school DxD fans. Some problems were by me, because I have the problems and I cannot really watch many of the stuff, but this is definitely recommended for harem genre fans, not to my friends, unfortunately. And yes, if you liked this video, please subscribe and put a like. Also, I would really like to hear your opinion down in the comments below, and it will make my heart if I saw you guys in my next video, so don't forget to subscribe, and see you!